Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the workshop. It is fantastic to have you here because we're embarking on what I hope to be is another finely crafted project. We're going to be making a Bowie knife, but this is going to be a Bowie knife like you have never seen me make. I want to make a really good one. I want to make a nicely crafted one, and I want to share this process with you, so thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoy. Was sweaty work. We got these two bad boys drawn out. You'll notice we get a lot done when there are two pieces in the fire. It means while one's heating, the other is being worked. While the other is heating, the one is being worked, which goes very well. The plan is as follows with the Damascus pattern. To the whiteboard. So on yesterday's episode, we were experimenting with Twist Damascus. We're going to be experimenting some more with Twist Damascus, but the point of yesterday was to hopefully get some little I don't know why I did this. Little starburst patterns at the seams of the twist. Didn't quite go as planned, and it did show me something very interesting that we can do today, which is, okay, we'll put aside the starburst that happened right at the seam, and what about we go for a nice and attractive herringbone pattern, like it ended up looking like anyway. Which means we have alternating directions of twist in our pattern. The twist will be a little bit bolder because we have fewer layers in it, and if we have this running up the entire length of our Bowie knife, I think it will look rather fabulous. So the beauty of what it is that we're doing is we're simplifying the whole process of getting to this stage because we're not having to make W's, which means that we have less material wastage. We started with more material, and this is where it gets exciting because by having more material, I want this to allow us to make this Bowie with an integral guard and bolster. If you want to see some pros that do a really great job of this, check out Colony Knife Co. and Quisenberry Knives. Those guys make amazing integral Bowies, and I am going to try and learn with this project. So these pieces should now, they're still hot. Okay, so now we're going to take these, we'll come over into the Bailey bandsaw, we'll lock them in tight, turn her on, and start cutting. Okay, so as you can see, all 8 pieces are really nice and evenly cut. Forge is heating up, and so we are getting ready to heat them up and twist them. Now, on those shorter pieces that we did in yesterday's episode, I did 10 full rotations. Now, these bits are a little bit longer, so I think we are gonna do 15. full rotations. And we're gonna do half of them clockwise, half of them anti-clockwise. And I'll probably twist these 18 times.
11, 12, 13, 21, 2.
That's tiring. Oh my goodness, that's exhausting. Okay, and here we go, piece number 2. Anti-clockwise.
1, 2, 3, 4, 22, 23.
23. That's a workout. I need a machine to do this. I should have made a tool for the lathe. Okay, this one's also at 23. This one is clockwise. 24, 25, 26, 27.
30, 31, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39.
Oh! I'll survive. What do you need a spinal cord for anyway? That is 20 total revolutions. I counted this by counting to 40. 40 half revolutions. 40 half revolutions equals 20, I can assure you that. Also equals a really bad net. Right, let's do a montage. That way you can't hear me complaining about all this twisting I've got to do. That was a lot of twisting. Woo! Oh my goodness, I tell you what though, it's nice to have the doors open. It's a beautiful day outside. Just enjoying this cool breeze while I relax for a second. That is tiring. My favorite things about doing this twisting is the scale that's created. The oxides that come off when you're twisting are just beautiful, and they keep some of the shape of the twisted material. It's just lovely. So you remember a little bit earlier when we forged out that stock, we used this here kiss block. You've heard me explain what a kiss block is before. It's basically, it's a piece of steel that you throw between your dies so the dies don't close any closer, so you get an even sized material the whole way along. You can make yourself a kiss block any size you want. You want a 4-inch kiss block, you make a 4-inch kiss block. You want a 1-inch kiss block, you make a 1-inch kiss block. That was a 3/4-inch kiss block. And what we're going to do when we weld these pieces up is we are going to step it down to this right here, which is about a 5/8 of an inch kiss block. So I'm going to loosen up the bolts here, turn the hammer on, turn the hammer off, take this one out, put this one in. There we go. So now that means we can throw some steel in the fire. We are going to get it hot, and as you saw in yesterday's episode, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to flux it and then forge weld it and forge it back down in some square stock. We've got these forged out, but it's very rough and crusty. Those corners, they don't forge weld perfectly. So it means that, like yesterday, even though we're not trying to get a starburst pattern, we have to grind it down. But unlike yesterday, this isn't experimentation. This isn't playing about. I'm trying to make a really nice piece, right? And that part of that means that we have got to have a very nice piece of Damascus. Now, if we have a look at yesterday's piece, you'll see that it's actually rather wavy in there. The line just goes back and forth. It's not very straight, not very even. The reason for it is, of course, we just roughed it in with an angle grinder. Now, if we're wanting to make this a really nice Bowie knife, we're going to need to do a little bit of a better job than that. What I want to do is surface grind all these pieces. I mean, it kind of feels like this isn't going to work, putting forged scale material on a mag chuck. It very well might not work, but we'll be able to say we tried. If this doesn't work and everything is slipping around and moving too much, then what I'll have to do is probably rough them in with a grinder first and then come back here, i.e. rough in a couple sides a little flatter and then come here. I'm hoping they stay on here well enough to get this done, which is just get a little bit more consistency in the pieces. Right, so we'll see if this helps it stay a little more secure. Right, we'll give her a go. I have thrown a different wheel on there. Formerly, we had a 60 grit wheel. I have just thrown on a 36 grit wheel. Or is it a 48? I can't remember. Either way, it's a much coarser wheel. So hopefully that's going to aid us with the stock removal. I have also dressed the wheel. And so, it's time to do a little bit of surface grinding. See if this will all stay on there. This is taking a very long time. That's a lot of steel to grind. Woo! Dokily, we've got them all surface ground. And you can tell it's been a while since I've done any surface grinding. But the simple fact that I even thought surface grinding that was a good idea, that took literally, oh my goodness, 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours! Ridiculous. Anyway, for those of you guys that are on the edge of deciding whether it is that you want to get into blacksmithing, I again want to recommend that you go and check out Liam Hoffman's book, Forged. Talked about this book on this channel once before. Liam Hoffman's a very talented blacksmith and bladesmith who has written this book to help guide you through the process of getting your shop set up for the first time and give you an inkling as to what is required to get set up for the first time, whether it is that you want to build a very basic shop or whether it is that you want to build a shop where you can make, really great knives in or something like that. It's all priced out in here. It's very well written, very nicely put together, and it's going to help guide you through that process. And then once you are set up, it also has some great mindset bits about how it is that you're going to go about teaching yourself. I highly recommend that you go and grab Forged. There is an Amazon link down below. You can go check it out. You can end up getting free shipping anyway if you're a Prime member. And of course, I am very pleased to say that I will get a little kickback too. So not only can you get yourself a great book, you can support this channel too. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this episode. I can't wait to bring you along another episode. Even if you don't get the book, which you should, go and check him out on Instagram if you want to see some great quality work, as this project is a project about hopefully trying to learn some more craftsmanship. You'll be inspired seeing his stuff. Grab the book. Thank you for watching. Grab some merchandise at alecsteelshop.com. And I'm going to see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.